Coach, week 2 of the season's here. It's the first road trip, and, do it big, right? Let's get out on the road and really be out on the road.
Yeah, it's typically when you want to do your longest road trip. Try and do it early in the first 2 weeks. So our guys are excited. We're leaving on Thursday, getting ready to head a long ways on Thursday because you got to try and travel as much as we can on Thursday because kickoff's at 1 o'clock. So got to make sure we get there a little bit earlier on Friday night to the hotel.
You got a couple, some players on the roster that have been through this kind of thing before, and obviously some coaches who have, know how to manage this travel, but some new guys. Kind of, how do you make sure that they're good on a trip like this?
Yeah, we've been trying to educate them really since we finished and brought the guys in last week after watching film, trying to educate them on, what this trip's going to look like, where we're going, things like that. So making sure they know what they need to bring, what they first time for some of these freshmen on a road trip. Just make sure they understand, hey, this is what a road trip looks like. So educating them that this is about a business trip. It's about being at our best and doing what we're supposed to whenever that whistle kicks off at 1 o'clock.
How was the week of practice? Because it does change the dynamic a little bit when you got to leave on a Thursday.
Yeah, no, it's for the most part stayed a little bit similar. The only thing that really changes is just practicing a little bit earlier on Thursday. Obviously trying to leave on Thursday afternoon. We got to make sure we practice sometime in the morning, get that stuff done. So, but Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday's normal week, and then Thursday just kind of alter a little bit, but not a huge change overall.
You've had a chance to look at the first game that Mckendree played against Tiffin, and tough one for them. And obviously they're going to be at home and looking for a better performance.
No doubt. And we tell our guys every time that we're everybody's circling us. They play West Florida. Obviously we've run Coach Shinnick's staff previously been very successful, and so that put a name out there, and everybody knows who West Florida is. So we're the everybody's circling us. So we got to be at our best. And obviously their first home game, giving them a chance to play on their home field, get a lot of good fans. We're expecting a good crowd. So just being able to lock in and do our job, and that's really the task at hand this week.
They, on the offensive side of the ball for Mckendree, they've got a player, Yogi Flagler, who, really put up some great numbers, 1,100 receiving yards, can return kicks. And we saw him against Tiffin in week 1 kind of do what he can do. You got to know where he is on the field.
No, he's an electric player. He's one of the better players we've seen on tape in a while. And so he can do it at multiple positions. As a punt returner, kick returner, he is the team runs through him, and offense runs through him. And so we got to make sure we keep him hemmed up and do a good job of getting a little bit collision on him, get a little bit handsy with him at certain times, and just make sure we're not giving him the same looks over and over and over.
You got a defense that I know is looking to create chaos, but force turnovers, and we saw that play out in week 1. Same kind of philosophy going in?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, anytime we can get the ball to the offense faster is great. Still more plays, and the same thing special teams wise, get good returns, get the ball downfield. Would love to start every drive on the 27-yard line like we did the first drive last week. So, our defense, we feel like the defense line is very good. And they can get after people up front, and so just create that chaos up front to be able to make sure that we're giving ourselves a chance to be successful.
Offensively, you're still instituting things into the playbook, you're still kind of expanding things out. You mentioned the goal line, the second touchdown right before the half that Pee Wee ran in. That was drawn up in the moment, yeah. But you get a chance in week 2 to add some wrinkles.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's a couple things, little things that we kind of planned for a while to be adding. Nothing crazy, nothing too exotic, but stuff that we feel like we can hang our hat on and be able to, be successful with. So being able to use some bodies on the goal line, be able to use some guys in some short yardage stuff is obviously critical. So just being able to run the stuff that we feel like we practice in fall camp and be successful with is obviously great.
Special teams wise from week 1, your assessment of kind of how they played. We saw a good return, we saw some good coverage, and got your new punter out there a little bit. And I know you don't want to, but.
Yeah, no, I would love to not punt at all. That'd be great. I don't want to see Logan on the field at all. But, overall, I think we should have to clean up a couple things. Obviously, we had a couple, penalty that we got to make sure we cut out on kickoff. But overall, I loved our guys' effort. I tell our guys all the time, punt and kickoff is the first play of defense. And so we need to get down there and be relentless, make sure we understand that, all right, we got a chance to go down there and make a game-changing play. People talk about 5 to 6 plays a game can change a game. Well, there's not fine print that says offense, defense only. And so our guys know that special teams is such an important part of the game. We got to make sure we're locked in at all times on that.
For you, as you travel as the head coach, what does that look like? What does the bus ride or the trip up there look like for you?
Yeah, obviously leaving on Thursday is a little bit different. I mean, we still got some stuff that kind of working on, hammering out for game plan wise and all that. But for the most part, the hay will be in the barn, just kind of finalizing, first couple play calls, situational stuff. Really give me a chance to kind of just lock in and just not be able to worry about being in the office on that. Just kind of focus, put the AirPods in, put the headphones on, and just, hey, let's get my last little notes in before this game, just to be ready to call the game but also be the head coach for the game as well.
I know there's a lot of people that are looking forward to listening to it, and also a watch party down at Seville Quarter in Pensacola for the alumni, and all across the country, Argo
That's right.
Nation, getting a chance to check out the Argos on the road. Coach, good luck this
Perfect.
week.
Thank you.
Go Argos.